La la la, hey, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa. Who doesn't love cannolis?
All I can think about is everybody loves Raymond whenever I think cannolis. They're just addicted. Every
right.
episode they brought up cannolis.
Well, you know what? Cannolis are a great treat, a delicious dessert, but you know, those who are allergic to gluten or gluten intolerant, you know, may have to back off because traditionally they do have gluten, but that is why Darren Potvin is here today. He is from FUK Flour, and he is solving that conundrum and that quandary because you are making gluten-free cannolis for us today.
Yes,
Welcome
I am.
to the show.
Yes, thank you,
Thank
Lois.
you so much for coming in. Now, how are you going to do this? How are they traditionally made, first of all?
They're traditionally made with a batter, right, with flour, with traditional wheat flour.
Right.
And then they're put around a silver stainless steel cylinder.
Okay.
And then they're deep fried, or sometimes they're baked.
Okay.
Okay, so what today we're using is we're going to use a Panriso sugar cone, which is 100% gluten-free.
Okay.
Yeah. And what you do is basically we're going to make
So
the
that's
filling right now. Exactly.
Okay.
And once we do this, then we actually just stuff it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Simple enough.
Very,
so you
very
actually
simple.
brought in the box that you're using. This is the brand that you're using,
That's
I guess,
correct.
the Panriso. And I guess you also sell these as well.
Yes,
in
we
your
sell these in our
location.
store. Yeah.
You have a bunch of different gluten-free products, actually, that people
Yes,
can
we
come in
do.
and buy.
And
which
some
is great.
original stuff that you can't find all over the place. Yeah.
Like your baked goods, which are delicious.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
They
so
are. We've been able to taste test
yeah, they're
a
delicious.
few over the years.
You know, Darren has this knack for making traditional recipes taste just like the real thing, but they're gluten-free, which is a real talent and a real, I guess, a real testament to how hard you've been working to make gluten-free products for
years.
those out there.
Is it a lot of
It's a lot of
trial and
experience, a
error?
lot of trial
Yeah.
and error. You know, mixing with different flours and trying different alternative sugars, like we're going to use today, which is organic coconut palm sugar.
Okay.
Okay.
And yes, and it's actually one of the lowest natural GI sugars on the market today.
So that's glycemic index?
That's correct,
Okay.
glycemic index, and it stands at a 35.
All right.
It's organic coconut palm sugar.
Yes, and it-
organic
yeah.
coconut palm sugar.
Yeah.
Everyone out there.
And it comes from the coconut tree.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's the actual flowers. They look like little orchids, and yeah, and they basically boil the nectar out of it and dry it up, and that's it. Very simple process.
Very simple. All
Yeah.
right. So what are we putting in here?
So we're going to put in mascarpone cheese, which is from Ceylani,
Okay.
Okay.
which is gluten-free.
So does cheese sometimes have gluten in it as well?
It depends on what's in it. It could have a modified food starch in it, and that's
Okay.
the hidden gluten that you have to watch out for.
Okay.
As well as some blue cheeses have gluten in them because of the process they make to
Oh, I
age
didn't
the
know
blue
that.
cheese.
No way.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, so they use like breadcrumbs.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something to look out for.
Right.
It is. So what I've just done now here, I'm going to make it very simple for today. So I
Okay.
put in 450 grams of ricotta cheese,
Okay.
and this is from, you can buy it everywhere, PC.
All right.
And the mascarpone is 475 grams.
Okay.
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 So
Simple
it's
enough.
easy enough. You just dump them in.
Exactly.
Okay.
So anyone can make these for their loved ones for Valentine's Day.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a great
Exactly.
idea for
Love this idea.
Valentine's
Yeah.
Day.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put that in there, and then
Okay.
we're going to put the organic coconut palm sugar, and this is what it look like. Let's see if you can see that.
Oh,
here.
it looks like
So
a
it's
dried brown
Brown
sugar.
brown sugar.
Yeah.
Right.
And it has almost like a little hint of caramel flavor to it.
Okay. Now, what
Yeah.
about the
Here.
sweetness level on it? How would you describe? How sweet is
Thank
it?
you.
I would say it's a little less sweeter than white sugar,
Which I
but
think
it's
is good.
comparable to agave,
Okay.
okay, which is about, I think is about maybe 60 on the GI scale.
Right.
And yeah, so it has a really nice flavor.
What do you think, Lois? Tastes good?
It's very nice. It does have a slight caramel flavor,
Yeah,
like you said, which
exactly.
is nice when you're baking because that just adds to the taste.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And again, we're like last time I used on the show, Himalayan pink rock salt, right?
Okay.
Because it's a salt that actually hydrates you, not dehydrates you.
Right.
Interesting. Okay, great.
Hard to believe.
Yeah.
I know.
But right.
Pure 100% gluten-free vanilla.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to actually put in, I believe, a half a teaspoon of this.
All right. My stomach's growling. Did you hear it?
I did.
It just growled.
And a
I'm
half
starving. I need a cannoli. Hurry up.
And a half teaspoon of what
Of
is going in?
cinnamon.
Of cinnamon.
Yes.
Okay. So
Okay.
we throw these all in,
Yeah.
and then what happens?
We're going to blend it up really
Okay.
quickly.
Okay.
Great.
And then Lois asked
Sorry
for
for the
chocolate
noise.
chips. That's
No
okay.
problem.
Yeah.
You turned to Lois during the break and said, chocolate chips or not? Lois was like, chocolate
Yes.
chips.
Yeah, so we're going to use chocolate
course.
chips. We'll add that at the end. We just
Okay.
got to make sure this gets blended very well.
So you want to make it pretty creamy, nice and smooth?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And what we normally would do is we would put this in the fridge for about a half an hour
Okay.
just to get a little bit more thicker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that it holds its peaks and
And
shapes
form,
more.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Okay.
Now, do you mix it up ever, Darren, or is this
Oh, I can add
basically
different flavors to this.
Okay.
You can put like fresh strawberries or blueberries in it.
beautiful.
Oh yeah.
That would be
It's a dessert and a recipe that is so simple to make and can be changed right at the whim.
Very versatile.
Yeah,
And you
very
also say
versatile.
that going gluten-free is good for diabetics
That's
as well.
right.
Why is that?
Okay, well, for a few things. I'm just going to lower this here and then we can get it in.
Right?
Okay.
One is, okay, here we go. Being a diabetic, first of all, most people aren't aware of this, that diabetes 2, a level 2, is actually sometimes it is related to celiac disease. And there's people
Okay.
walking around with diabetes that don't even know they have celiac disease.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's one thing that helps it. Two, you're more prone not to eat carbs when you're celiac or gluten intolerant
Right.
because we just don't have the means to grabbing like a sandwich or a hamburger or something like
good
that.
point, yeah.
So we always go and grab a banana or an apple or fruit or something that's gluten-free. That's why it makes me so special with my business is that people can come and get the alternative dessert or the alternative food that is just like regular food.
Right, right.
So, yeah.
So
but
some added benefits for those out there who have diabetes. We just have
Yeah.
1 minute left,
Yeah.
so we definitely
We're
want to
gonna
finish
yeah,
this
start
off.
stuff these
Okay.
here. So we're gonna get a piping bag. Anyone
Okay.
can get these anywhere. You can get them at food shops, Walmart. Where else can we get them?
All
at?
these different supply
Bob
stores.
Barn.
I hear you
yeah.
can actually even make your own with a Ziploc bag.
You can.
If so inclined.
yeah.
Or with wax paper if you're,
Oh, okay.
you're pretty
okay.
handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
If I use wax paper, it would probably explode on me.
That's okay. And that's entertaining for the rest of us.
Right.
So we're not going to actually do this with the chocolate chip today because we don't have the time. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually just cover the top of the cannoli, okay?
All right.
Okay.
So you just squish it down. We're just going to do a little cut to get the air out of the bottom here.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want it exploding on you.
No, exactly.
That's never good.
And actually, I just want to let you know I am moving this week.
Oh, where are you
So we're
moving
moving
to?
locations.
So right now you're in Manitic, so where are you going?
We are going just down the street from Lindsay and McCaffrey. You know that
Oh,
store,
yes,
that
yeah.
beautiful clothing store with
Yeah.
high-end clothing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're going just up the street from there. So it's going to be 5558 Manitic Main Street.
Oh, okay.
Nice,
great.
right
So
on the
thank you
strip.
for holding that.
You're welcome.
And then we're just
Oh,
going to do
Look
that.
at
yeah.
that. Beautiful.
Now, we
Ah.
can just do this and garnish
Add a few
it.
on top. And like I
Exactly.
said,
Sorry.
at FUK Flour, you do have your baked goods. You have all these different products that you've already researched and looked into to see if
That's
they
right.
are gluten-free.
Exactly.
And people can come in and talk to you, which is a real added bonus because you're like an encyclopedia
Yes.
of gluten-free
I've
knowledge.
been told that.
Yes.
I've been told that.
So you're just rolling it, I guess, in chocolate chips, so we still
Yeah.
get the chocolates? Yes.
Yeah, you got it.
But
Yes.
Darren, thank you so much for joining
so
us
welcome.
today. This is
Always a
perfect.
pleasure.
Welcome.
And this is
Thank
so
you
easy.
so much.
This is such an
It
easy
is
recipe.
easy, and people really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with the move, and
Thank
you so much
Thank
for
you
coming
so
in.
much. Thank you so much, guys.
All right, grab it, Lois. You
okay.
start eating. I'll introduce today's performers. You may recognize them from last week. They're back again this week. They are called Midnight Strummers. You can visit their Facebook page to find out more about them and where they're playing in and around Ottawa. Here they are on Daytime Ottawa. Take it away, guys.